Hey yo, what's good? I don't know why, but I had a strong urge to make a video today at work. I just got off work not even 30 minutes ago, walked through the door, not even 5 minutes ago, and my cat over here begging for food, but she gonna have to wait about 10 minutes because it's gonna be a quick one. Just wanted to go over some pros and cons of the PS5 1 week later since I had some time with it under my belt. It's not much, it's gonna be pretty quick. So I guess I'll start with the cons. I might do back and forth, back and forth. We'll see. But I'm gonna start off with it just being, well, the thing that it was touted to be the big thing was the speed. Of course, it's fast. 4K looks beautiful on the TV. Looks fantastic. The UI looks great. Uh, it's quiet. It's not a jet engine like the PS4 was, but it starts to vibrate sometimes when the disk drive starts kicking in. It starts to vibrate, and you can kind of hear it, kind of feel it. It's not too loud. It's not nothing like if a TV's up high enough, probably won't hear it. So that's just like a little minor gripe I had with it was the vibration, but that's what you get when you get the disc with it. Con would probably be the technical issues. People's SSDs that are inside just aren't. They have to be like reformatted every day, every couple days. But luckily, it hasn't happened to me. Knock on wood. Fingers crossed. My fault. Fingers crossed. Yeah. Fingers crossed nothing happens to my shit. Another positive is it runs backwards compatible games very, very well. I played Ghost of Tsushima, Apex. Apex is 60 frames, 4K. I want to say it looks fantastic. It'll definitely look better after the next gen patch, and that's the next con that I have is that since the systems weren't really, the launch was a little rough to be generous. It was a little rough, so I guess devs didn't have time with the systems to put in the patch that they want, and they were already working on their own games, so that's time development right there. So that was one sad thing. I couldn't play Destiny 2 expansion at launch, so I had to wait till the 8th. I'm waiting on Apex next gen patch with all the textures and haptic feedback. Waiting on that. Luckily, No Man's Sky did have an update ready to go day one. Uh, and all the other games they just had variable refresh rates, variable frame rates. They just benefited from the PS5, so they didn't need like a next gen patch or anything. Those were just good to go from the jump. But my next positive, no, that was a positive. Next negative is that the storage space is too little. It's too little because I would like to be able to play most of my old gen games that I didn't get to play, that I didn't get to finish, like Persona or Ghost of Tsushima. I'm still gonna finish that one, or anything, or Days Gone. That's got the patch. But yeah, I like to be able to have my new games and my old games to be saved on the storage. But it just gives me more incentive to finish my games, which I didn't do last gen. Next, positive is the DualSense. This bad boy right here. This bad boy, this is a game changer. I'm 80% certain that if Xbox comes out with Elite V3, it will have haptic feedback in there because it's too good. And I think they're losing out because you can use a DualSense on PC and not with adaptive triggers and everything. So why would you get an Xbox controller? That's what most people had an Xbox controller for, was to play on PC. So now, if you just get it, people are getting DualSense. That's one less thing that people are getting Xbox for. People already aren't getting the console because you could get it on PC. You get all the games on PC. So the only people that are still getting consoles are the people that don't want to jump into the PC world. So they're kind of biting off the same burger, I guess. But I guess if that's how they want to run it, because they're still making money on the. Because ain't nobody gaming on a Mac. Everybody got Microsoft OS, so I guess they don't really care. But yeah, the DualSense is a game changer. Like but the thing that is keeping it from being the greatest controller of all time is if the developers use it. Like, of course, Astro Playroom is a great example, but it's an example. It's not a full game, and will somebody be able to deal with the haptic feedback for a whole 30-hour, 20-hour game? And that's a question that is yet to be seen. If Because we've seen Spider-Man. Spider-Man does it sometimes. I haven't played Demon Souls. Uh, Godfall does it sometimes. Sackboy uh, does a good amount. Does a good amount of haptic feedback and triggers. Like every time he picks something up, like it'll throw it over his head, and then when he throws it on his head, then it'll you can't it resist the resistance on the triggers will come. So that was pretty cool. But I was expecting more from Spider-Man. Like if you're swinging and the longer you hold it down, it should have more resistance since you're really pulling on that web so hard. I thought that's how it would be, but maybe not. We'll see. We'll see with Spider-Man 2, the full game. Uh, yeah, I think the DualSense is an amazing feature of the PS5, even a system seller almost. Because if I give somebody who hasn't played, like if I gave it to my brother who hasn't played a game in 5 years, 5 years he hasn't played a game. If he held this, he would be like, "What the hell?" He would be like, "How'd they do this?" And I think that's big for the PS5. It's definitely a selling point. Let's round out the cons with no 1440p. That one hurt. That one hurt real bad because I had just bought a monitor earlier this year that was 1440p, high refresh rate, and I was expecting it to use it for my PC and the PS5, and it kind of just screwed me because I didn't want to go 1080p upscaled because I paid $500 for that shit. I'm not doing that. So I ended up having to get the TV over there. Ended up getting a new TV. Happy with it. Nothing crazy. Not a OLED or nothing. It's just a little 4K TV. It's pretty nice, but I already know that the games look crazier if you had a real nice TV, and it would be beautiful, beautiful. But that's just a little gripe. I could have just sucked it up and did it, but I wanted to get the full power, You feel me? And the last one is kind of a positive and a negative because the launch titles for the PS5 are above average. I wouldn't say they were amazing, but they were above average. A lot of old gen games, uh, the usual 2Ks, a driving game, uh, Godfall kind of got me. Kind of got me. I'm happy with the purchase, but $70 is a little steep for a game that doesn't have much content and a looter at that isn't that good of a looter. It's not as bad as Avengers, but I would put it in the category of in like the Division in their loot. It's kind of like it doesn't really matter after a certain point. And in this one, it's definitely worse. It's definitely worse than the Division because the Valor plates literally don't do anything, and there's only 5 types of weapons with not that many combos. There's a lot of abilities that you have, but not many combos. So the basic, basic moment to moment combat can get tedious very fast. I'll probably finish this and end up, I want to say selling it, but I'll have to see what they're going to do down the line with this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see what the DLC is because it is a beautiful game. It's very beautiful. The scenery, and the biomes and stuff, beautiful. Very like if you could get this, if you get a system in like 6 months, and this is half off, definitely get it. This is a definitely a showcase for what the PS5 will be able to do and can do right now. But right now at $70, I cannot recommend it. And that's my little mini Godfall review. And then I also have Sackboy, a big adventure, upgraded from PS4, which was a weird process. It was a very, very weird process to do. It was like I had to go to. It was kind of like I bought another game. I put this in, and then I. It was like I bought another game. It was weird as hell, but it looks beautiful, runs great, it's fun, has a lot of character. I'll definitely be doing a review on that one. That one was fun, even though I know it's a streamer's nightmare though, because they got a lot of DMCA type music in there. I know people were pissed when they heard that. And then the game everybody wanted was Miles Morales. I think everybody who got a PS5 got this game, and if they didn't get it first, they either got Demon Souls, and then they're gonna get this, or they got this, then they're gonna get Demon Souls. But yeah, that's definitely worth the money for $50. This for $50. I didn't think that they could make Spider-Man better, but they did, and I'm a little upset that it's not a full game. And I immediately I played probably 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, and then walked out to my girlfriend and said, I can't wait till the second game comes out. Immediately said it because I can't wait to just be go back and forth between Peter and Miles, and it's gonna be so much better. It's gonna be crazy, and just the action in here is better. Yeah, and I like the new Peter face. I'll say that I like the new Peter face. It's it's better. He's younger. It fits better because Miles himself is super young. I feel like they tried to make him even younger in this one and the previous one because his voice is super scratchy. Like he's going through puberty. That's exactly what his voice is like. Kind of. Sometimes it gets on your nerves, but it's Miles. I fuck with him. But yeah, the launch lineup. See, those three games are cool, but then after that, I mean, Dark Demon Souls, great game. I already know that one's good. And after that, what you got? Got your usual 2Ks. Of course, I'm not playing that. Call of Duties, might play that. It's just nothing. Oh, the Pathless. That's one that I'm definitely going to pick up by the same guys who did Abzu. I've never played that, but this one looks A-okay. A-okay. I'll probably wait for the physical release and get that one just because got the disc drive. Why not? Oh, you can see it. You can see the baby right there. Right there. Man, yeah, that about wraps it up. Just waiting for more games to come out. I love the purchase. I'm going to pray that nothing happens to it. I'm going to keep putting it in rest mode until something happens to it. And then, yep, just waiting for Ratchet and Clank. God of War. Gonna finish out some of the old games I got. Gonna try and put out a review for Sackboy. Hopefully, I haven't seen too many of those out. Try and put out one of those. Yeah, another just talking video. Just trying to get into the swing of things. Just trying to get comfortable in front of the camera. You feel me? Anything I could do better, let me know. If the sound is good. I know the camera is iffy. I'm not no MKBHD, but it's gonna do what's gonna have to do. In the future, I'll probably spend some more time editing and put some video clips of the games in there. Do some more stuff like that. Make the production level, take it to the next level. Man, that's about it. Appreciate anybody who's still here. If you're still watching, comment, let's get it. Because it's a new generation and I'm excited. Let's get it.